So today I'm going to show you how to make cat litter from recycled paper. It's important because conventional litter is actually is mined, and about 2 million tons of litter, of clay, is mined specifically every year just to make cat litter, which is a lot. And since it's mined through a destructive way. It's called, let me look at my source here. It's called surface mining. Surface mining means that if they found a deposit, let's say, in a mountain, they literally just level the whole thing, like it was never even there, just to mine. Just to mine the litter for your cat to poop on, or your hamster. Whatever you use litter for. Which is crazy that we could make perfectly good litter from paper and something that's going to be going in the trash anyway. We could reuse it one more time, and we don't really need clay. First up is pretty obvious. Just cut up a bunch of paper. But what kind of paper? Technically, you can use any kind of paper. It doesn't really matter. Preferably paper you would throw away anyway, or paper that someone else might throw away anyway. But I typically use that stuff you get in the mail, all the ads from supermarkets and random people that everyone gets. That's what I usually use, because it's the newspaper material, and that's the ideal paper because it's already pretty soft, that it will turn mushy relatively quickly. I haven't tried to use any other type of paper because this is a good amount. There's an abundance of newspaper everywhere. You can literally go to any supermarket and get newspaper or more ads to cut up. So I'm going to show you what I do. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Cutting up some paper. I need to cut a lot more, but just so you know, this is what it looks like, just regular cut up paper. So typically, I take, this kind of newspaper, and then I cut it up into little squares, and then I cut up a bunch into these little strips. Obviously, if you have a paper shredder, this would be a lot easier and less time consuming. But if you're like me and have never needed a use for a paper shredder before, you might not have one, but it's fine. You can just cut it up like a regular person with scissors. Which, here are my scissors. Okay, so once you got your paper cut up, it should look something like this. La da da, paper. So what you're gonna do next is add warm to hot water, not cold water, and soap. Doesn't really matter what kind of soap you use, but I'm using this soap. So more paper you use, the more soap. Like I said before, the soap really helps the paper break down. But adding too much soap will make the process a little bit longer because you have to wash out all the soap. So just be mindful. In a small batch like this, I'll probably just put maybe like 3 squirts of soap in there, just to make it bubbly, but not too bubbly. So yeah, that'll be next. Okay, so I got my water. I put some soap in there. So if you have gloves, I'd really recommend getting some type of gloves, latex gloves, because there's ink in newspaper, if you didn't know, and you could stain your hands. So it's just better for your own self to get gloves, which if you go to a doctor's office, you can get them for free if you want, or you can buy them. So like I said, so your water should be at least a little soapy, some bubbles in there. If it's too bubbly, you put too much. If it's not bubbly at all, then you didn't put enough. So this is just the right amount of bubbly for me. So, it should look like this. Now, what you're waiting for is for the paper to turn into kind of like a gray type of like oatmeal kind of look, and then that's when you know it's time to change the water. So after this, I would say just let it sit for, this is a small batch, so maybe like hour, 2 hours. It really varies. You just gotta check on it every once in a while to see how it's looking. To know when it's time to change it is when, basically when the water starts to get cold. Is when you should change the water. So, depending on how much soap you put in, that's how many other baths you do. So right now, this is a good amount of soap. I should really only need to change the water once. So after this, you change the water, but without soap. So change the water out, and put new water in, still hot water, and then rinse out and go from there. But I will show you that in a couple hours. So here we go. Okay, so this is actually a batch that I was working on yesterday, and it's pretty much done. So this is what it'll look like, this oatmeal-y sludge. See if you can see that. This is the consistency that you're pretty much looking for. I would like it to be a little bit more oatmeal-y, but it doesn't really matter. This is fine. But yeah, this is what you're looking for. That gooey, like almost Play-Doh feeling stuff. So, and this is what it should look like after you do all your baths, the rinsing and the squeezing out the soap and all that kind of stuff. This is what it should look like. So, the next thing after it looks like this is you add in your baking soda. So, I don't use regular baking soda, like I said. I use actually, since I have cats, this is for cats, I use this stuff, I mix this stuff in. The baking soda deodorizer, which works perfectly fine, and it makes it smell really nice. So, the amount really depends on the batch of how much you put in, and how good you want it to smell. I put a generous amount because I have 4 cats, so I want my litter to smell good. And then you just mix it in. Pretty self-explanatory. And then after you mix in your deodorizer, you just squeeze out the rest of the water, and then put it on a baking sheet, and either put it in the oven, which I'm going to show you how to do, because that's the way I dry out my litter. Or you can go the natural way and air dry. Unfortunately, I can't do that because I live in an apartment. And even though I have a balcony, it is all completely shaded and doesn't really do anything for the whole idea of drying. But if you have a porch or access to sun constantly, I would recommend putting it out, just so more natural. But on to the next thing. So I forgot to mention something very important. When you are draining or drying out your litter, you can use a very simple strainer. So what I'm doing right now is the last step, taking the litter, squeezing out the excess water and everything, and putting it basically in a different bowl so that I can separate the dry from the wet. And this is going to be what I'm going to be putting on the baking sheet. So this is what I have right now. This is what it looks like. Ta-da! But yeah, strainer, normal strainer. So when you have the big batch like I had earlier, you would just dump the whole thing in here, or whoever works for you to help strain out the water. Okay, so last step is once you have your squeezed out litter with water, you just put it on a baking sheet. Well, if you're going to go the oven route, put it on a baking sheet, put foil down. You don't need to put anything else, just foil, put the litter on it, and then set your oven to 200 degrees. And that's what I use, 200. Then just pop it in the oven. Doesn't matter where you put it, top or bottom, whatever. Just make sure that you are doing this on the day you're staying home, because obviously paper is flammable. But I've been doing this for a while and haven't had any fires, but it's always good to check on it every once in a while, just to make sure everything's okay and to move things around, because the edges will dry first, so it's good to move it around so everything kind of dries out evenly. It takes I would say, on one baking sheet takes a couple hours to dry out completely, but it's a lot faster than a couple days if you're going to dry it outside. But yeah, that's the last step. So, a couple hours later, this is what it looks like. All dried out. Yeah. This is a different batch. Not very good at recording the same day. There's just so many things going on. But, either way, this is what it should look something like. And then this is my bag of litter. I got a bunch now. This is like maybe 6 batches now. It takes a while, but once you get in a rhythm, it's a lot simpler, a lot easier. And you can do it just, throughout the day. It's very simple. So, I hope this helps. Yeah. Thanks for watching.